Hello viewers, welcome to CodeforAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter Meditations apps inside today we need to create here the reminder screens as well as the welcome screen with today we need to develop. First of all, we need to see this here the design inside the Figma apps. Now need to open here the Figma apps, develop here this reminder screen with here Cupertino time pickers. We need to add this here and also need to set this here the week date select this screen, so need to develop here. Let's start how to create this UI inside the Flutters. Need to see this here, create here the new files and to give this here the names. Home inside need to create here the new files and to give this here the name as a reminder screen. Dots like this creates here the stateful widgets and to give this here the name reminders. Screen and also need to import here the material dependency and now need to create here the scaffold and to create here the body. Now we need to one by one the developing and to put this here the controls and to see this here the designs. First of all, we need to put this here the single child scroll view like this and to set here the children's. Then after we need to create here the safe area widgets and to set this here the children's. Inside we need to create this here the column and set this here children's like this. Now we need to set this here the cross axis elements. We need to set as a start. Then after we need to set this here the minimum size. We need to set this here as a minimum like this. Set here. First of all, we need to configure the screens inside the any UI. Need to copy these screen names and to save here. Now need to go as a startup screens and to commit now temporary for the screens and to set here the directly screens and to push this here the code const reminder screens and save this here semicolons. Now need to restart here and click or sign up like this and to opening the screens here. Now need to one by one the developing the UI similar to over this UI like this. Go inside the reminder screens and to first of all need to set here the const dot size. Need to give this here top size boxed, give this here the fixed height 15, set here the text and to write down here what time would you, and we need to set this here the styles text styles and to set this here the colors t color primary text. Need to give this here and to set here the font size as a 24 and then after we need to set this here the font weight 700 like this. Set here and to save this here these lines and to lock this here showing here. Now first of all we need to create here the another containers. Inside we need to write down here the constant and to set here the box constant and to set here the minimum heights. Need to set here the context dot heights. Extension methods need to call this here and to minus 180 like this sets here. Then after need to give this here the padding for this contents as is insert symmetric. Horizontals need to give this here the 20 like this sets. Then after need to convert into the column these widgets and to give this here the main axis elements. Cross axis elements also need to give this here as a start and to paste this here this text like this and to save this here. Now showing here the goods and also need to first of all need to create here the bottom buttons, need to develop these years. Then after need to inside view need to develop, set here the round button, and to set this here the titles as a save, and to on press events need to write down here like this, and to showing this here the buttons because need to set this here the heights minimum need to give, that's why need to show here. Now need to another text buttons need to develop here, and to give this here the row, and to need this center, that's why need to create here the row, and to write down here the text buttons and on press event like this, set here no thanks. And now need to set here the text, we need to copy any text events here and to paste this here. Now need to change this here the name no thanks, and to change also the colors no thanks, and we need to set here the 14 and 600, save this years, and also need to give this here the cross axis elements like save years, and to save this years. Now down here the slash ends, and to set this here the second titles like to meditations like this, and to showing this years. Then after need to give this here the height space again, and to set here the subtitles for this text, copy here this relative path and to paste this here. Now need to copy the text inside the Figma and to paste this here, and to change this here the font styles, set this here the 16, and to remove this here the font weight, and we need to set here the secondary text, and to save this here like look like this are the showing here. Now another text we need to copy and to paste this here, and also need to give this here the some box, copy here, and we need to paste this here. Now we need to set this here the which day, need to change this here the day not times, and type on to fix this here would you, also need to change this here type, and to fix this here copy and to paste this here like this sets here, and to showing this here copy here and to paste this here like this sets, and to remove this here no needs. Now need to create here the Cupertino time pickers, need to set this here the UI containers, and to set this here the decorations as a box decorations, and to write down here the colors, these are colors, and to set this here the colors as a open this here the Figma files, and to find out here the color, copy here these colors, and to give this as a background like this sets here. Now need to set here the heights are the fix here 200s, and give this here the comma. Now need to save, and to set here the border radius, need to set here the circulars 20, and to set here like this UI are the displaying here. Then after need to create here the children's, and we need to write down here the Cupertino date picker, and to write down here the on change events on date time, new date like this here. Then after need to set this here the mode is equal to Cupertino mode as a time, so need to set this here, and to save this here now, and we need to our formats need to set this here false, and also need to minute intervals need to give this years, as a 1 like this set years and to save this years. And now showing here the time pickers similar to years. Our designs wise show years. Now need to create here the weekday selections. We need to develop this here the weekday selections UI. First of all, need to create here the common widgets for the circular buttons. Go inside the common widgets and to write down here the new files and to write down as the circular button dot like this. Need to write down here. Now need to set this here the stateful list widgets and to give this here the name circle button. You need to set here the materials. Now need to create here the property final string. Set first of all the title, then after is select events, need to give this here is select, then after need to void callbacks, need this here spawn press event like this sets here, and to pass this here the parameters like this sets here. Now need to create here the buttons. First of all, need to create here the widgets as a inkwell like this, and to set here the on tab event on press. Need to given this here, and to set this here the border radius circulars, need to set here the 13. 20 is good because we need to give this here height and width the 20. 40, that's one to set this here 40. Now need to create here the decorations, box decorations like this. We need to setting here and to set this here the colors. If is selected, then to set this here the T primary text colors, then otherwise you need to set here color white. You unselect, then set here the white colors like this. Then after you need to set here the border radius, circulars 20, and also need to set this here the borders, and to set here the border also set here the color T color secondary text, and need to set this here the width as a 1 like this sets here. Now need to set here the alignments, text alignment set as a center, children's like this sets here. Now need to copy one text any and to paste this here the circular buttons like this. And now need to configure this here as a titles, need to given as a title here, and font size 14, so need to set this here, and need to set this here the font weight set as a 600, and also need to, if this is selected, then to set this here the color white like this. We need to configurations are the need for the circular buttons. We need to create for the week list. Select. Now need to go inside the reminder screen and to create here the one array. Need this here for the day names. At here's list day array is equal to like this, and to create here set as a name issue, and to give this here another events as a select set as a false like this. Set here comma separators, and set this here copy here, no needs here comma single line set here. Now need to change one by one name. First one is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday like this. You need to set this here the day array and to save this here. Now need to create here the list, need to develop here Then first of all to give this here the width space 35 already set here. Now need to create here the row, and to set this here the main axis alignments need to set here the space between, and then after we need to set here the children's, and to give this here day array, and to give this here the maps, and to set here the d date, d objects, and we need to return this here circular button, circle buttons, and to set this here the titles as a d object dot name, semicolons. Also need to set this here the clicking weights and to convert into the to list, otherwise gets here the errors. And use this here the selections, d object, and to set here is select like this. Now need to set here the set state functions. Inside need to write down here the date array, and to find out here the index of these objects, array dot index ops, pass this here the day object like this, and to select this here the events is select paste this here not set here, and now as boolean optional set here the false, semicolons, and to set this here and to save this here. Now showing here the weeks, and to click here, and working goods not an issue, and also like this issue. Now this UI similar to show here the designs wise need to creatings are the done, both are the show similars, but to here like this showing here difference because this is the native, that's why like this displaying here. Now need to create here the welcome screen to develop here. First of all need to create here the new files inside the homes, and to write down here the create here new files, and we need to give this here the welcome screen dot dots like this sets here. Now need to create here the stateful widgets, welcome screen, and we need to import this here the material dependency. Now we need to create here the scaffold, set here the background colors. We need to find out here the Figma, select here the screen, and to get this here copy this background colors, and to set this here the background color give this here like this value, and to set this here the const value, and to save this here. First of all need to configure the screens as a startups, need to change here as a welcome screen, save this here, and to restart this apps, click on here and to open this here the welcome UI. Now we need to go inside the welcome screen, and to one by one the settings here the configurations are the implements. First of all need to create this here the body, and to set here the stack children's, and also need to set here the alignments as a set as a bottom center like this sets here. First of all need to import here the needed image, you need to import here welcomes and logo, need to put this here inside the img folders, and to paste this here. Now copy this here the welcome UI relative path, and to create this here image assets, and give this here like this path, and then after you need to give this here the width context dot width, need to give this here extension methods, so need to call this here as a width, and to set this here like this. and also need to import this here the extensions. Why not context dot width like this set here, and also need to give this here the fit as a box fit with sets here, and now need to create here the columns children's like this, and to save this here look like this here our designs wise the showing here this look. Now need to create first of all the padding, and to set this here the symmetric horizontal 20 need to set this here like this. After need to create here the shape area widgets like this sets here. Then after need to give this here the some height space, we need to give here a stop size box as a give this here the height space as a 15 like this sets here. Now need to set this here the logo. First of all, need to set here the logo image assets, and need to give this here the logo path. Copy this relative path for the logo, and now need to give this here the width as a context dot width multiply by 0.5 3%. So need to give this here the width and to set this here, and now to show here the silence move logo need to showing this here. Then after need to set this here the some space need to set here, copy here this space and to set this here the 15s like this set here. Then after need to set here the title text, need to go inside the reminders and to copy this here the titles and to paste as a welcome screen set this here. Now need to change this here I upserts welcome like this, need to showing here the titles, and to change this here the fonts as a 13, and to primary white colors need to save this here set here. Then after need to another text need to showing this here, copy here and to silent like this. Second keywords need to titles need to showing this here, and remove this here the bold look like this here the showing. Also need to give this here the some space height space need to set here the 8 is good like this showing here. Then after need to give this here the also another height space need to given as a 25, and to show this here the another text, copy here this relative path relative text, and we need to save this here as a Figma files, and to paste this here this text, and we need to change this here the primary white text colors to set here the font size 16, save here, and also need to give this here the text lines as a center, and to save this here. Now showing like this UI wise, we need to show this here the UI like this similar to show this here. Now need to create these buttons. First of all need to configure this here the secondary buttons. Now need to go inside the round buttons and to configure here the secondary buttons. Need to set as a color. Need to give this here the ternary color sets. Then after the selecting text, we need to give this here the primary text like this sets here. Now need to save and to use this here the buttons set here context space spacers like sets here. Now need to create here the round button, and to set this here the get start trade and on press event like this save here, and to go set here the types as a rounded text button set here secondary, and to save this here showing like this here buttons, and to give this here the some space, copy here paste this here set as a 15, and to showing this here the this welcome screen. And now need to configure this flow. First of all need to set as a welcomes after the any buttons are the pressing for the login. We need to configure this here, comment these codes, and to configure this here context push and to set this here the welcome screen like this configures, and to set this here the const value save here. Now need to cut this here vector skill after the set here the configurations. Open this here the topic selection screen, paste this here and to set here as the topic selections. Save this here. Also save here, copy here, and sign up screen inside need to give this here the buttons get started as a set as a welcome screen. Save this here. Also startups need to restore this here the sign up screen and to save this here. Then after need to go inside the choice topic selections and to create here the convert into the buttons need to write down here as a widgets, grab with widgets and to int well. Border radius need to set this here the similar to here, copy this relative path this here. And on tab events need to write down here on tab, and to open this here the context dot push reminder screen, and to set this here the const value. Now this flow or the configurations are done, and to one time restart and to test this flow. Now click on signers get startup after opening here the welcome screen after the selection topic screen, any selections, and to give this here the reminders no thanks like this screen are the opening. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.